Let's talk about streamlining the mortgage process, or simplifying the mortgage process. From time to time, I get calls from people that previously initiated the process with another lender or counterpart, competitor, what have you. And one of the biggest gripes or complaints that I hear is they kept asking me for more and more information. The more I sent them, the more they asked me for. Now, a lot of times that could be because the loan originator or loan officer did not properly assess the situation, maybe didn't ask all the right questions, or quite frankly didn't ask for all the information up front. Sometimes it could be that the application was not properly completed, or maybe you or the borrower missed or omitted a piece of information that changed what was needed. Regardless of what the case might be, is a great way to avoid that confusion or frustration is to properly complete your loan application, otherwise referred to as a 1003. Very, very important part of the process is completing the loan application properly. That gives us as loan originators the ability to assess the situation and know upfront exactly what we're going to need. Certain things are just expected in our industry. It's expected that we're going to price competitively, obviously, but one of the big things that makes me stand out from a lot of my competitors is my ability to close your loan quickly and hopefully with as few touches as possible. Now, what I mean by a touch is a touch is referred to as an underwriting touch. Typically, our files are going to average 2 or less touches. That means that we're essentially submitting the file to underwriting, they review it, condition the file, then we clear those conditions and we close. Simple, right? Well, the way that we're able to do that is when we review your application, we make sure that we fill in all the blanks and give you a thorough list of exactly what we feel may be needed. We do our best to play the role of underwriter, review your file and say, what could they possibly ask for? Sometimes I might ask you for something that underwriting hasn't asked for and may never ask for, but I ask for it just in case it pops up. Better to have and not need than to need and not have, and that saves you time and frustration. So, I would say a very high percentage of our files are going to be cleared to close a couple weeks before your projected closing date. Now, that gives you leverage in multiple offer situations, being able to close sooner than another offer. Let's say that both of you are offering the same dollar amount, but you're able to close a week or two sooner than your competitor. That might be the difference between you winning and not winning that offer, right? Just again, something that I wanted to point out in the home buying and mortgage process, a great way to avoid any possible bumps in the road or frustration is A, pick the right loan originator, and B, do your best to effectively complete your mortgage application. If you have questions, make sure that you ask those questions up front, whether it be about the documentation needed or maybe a question on the loan application. That's what we're here for. A lot of times, if we spend a little bit more time up front, it saves us time throughout the process. Because once you get into contract, things start moving pretty quickly. And if we are adequately prepared up front, it saves us that time, and it gives you, buying a home, it can be a stressful, exciting process. A lot of times I say that it's a lot like having a child, because you experience all these different emotions all at once. We try to do the best we can to simplify that process and hopefully make most of those feelings good feelings, right? We don't want to add stress to an already stressful situation. If you have any questions about the loan process or mortgage process or home buying process, you want to get a quote or a comparison, we're always available. Feel free to leave a comment, shoot me a message, or you could always give us a call at 281-304-6353. I hope everybody has a great day.